Hey YouTube, so I'm gonna film a September garden tour for you guys. It has been a minute. Lots been going on in the garden. The garden shut down about mid-July after this horrible hailstorm. It took out my entire garden, and that's okay. I did post that on TikTok if you guys want to see all the damages and stuff that happened after that storm. But yeah, I'm going to do a September garden tour for you guys because the garden is cleaned up and it's all ready to go. So we are ready for fall. I'll be honest with you guys, I have not planted a lot. I mean, I've done a couple leafy greens, some lettuces and things like that, but not a lot is going to happen this fall and winter. But I did get a lot of cleanup done in the garden. Doesn't look as chaotic and messy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the back over here. This is one of my tomato beds that I was able to plant out again. And back there I have just a bunch of my fruit trees. A lot of them look crazy because we had 100-degree temps that just kind of air fried them, and some of them need water. I'm not gonna lie, this garden has been thriving off of neglect. But right now I have my fruit trees hanging out back here. I have some sunflowers that I need to pull up. And then that peach tree. This peach tree over here in this corner has grown so much. This is my second year with this peach tree. So I think next year it's going to be ready to produce. And then in this bed here are some peppers. I have some of these Sugar Rush peach peppers here. These were delicious. So if you guys get a chance to grow this variety next year, I highly recommend this variety. It is so good. I made a kind of like a sweet and spicy sauce out of it. It was delicious. Over here, just some more peppers hanging out. Some cayenne peppers. These are some purple cayenne peppers here. And then these are starting to ripen. I'm going to save the seeds from this variety here. This variety was delicious, by the way. My green stock, I ended up pulling all of the plants out of it. There's nothing really in here. But I'm going to move this inside of the greenhouse and grow some things inside of the greenhouse for the winter. Just some thyme hanging out here. I also have some thyme here and some chives hanging out over there. So here I have just a few tomato plants that I picked up from Trader Joe's last week hanging out. My bay leaf tree needs some love. I am going to up pot this tree here. This is going to come inside for the winter. Over here, some more veggies that have been thriving off of neglect that I probably need to let go. Some celery. And then some bell peppers. Yeah, look at that. It just rotted out. I have some sunflowers that are still hanging in there. These are the Mammoth and Titan varieties. These did amazing for me this season. I will be growing more of these. There is a head over here that's ready, and you guys can see the seeds have started to form. The middle is still not, they don't have any seeds in the middle, but I have enough on this plant to save and replant for next season. So I'm definitely going to decapitate this sunflower here and get it processed. Over here, another neglected herb bed. This project did not work out well for me this season. I tried to create, I guess, like a mini garden bed or area for all of my containers. And it was pretty. I loved it. But I guess I just didn't do a good job because the grass and stuff started to grow in between here. It kind of made it a little hard for me to manage the plants back there. So I won't be doing that again next year. I'm actually just going to build some cattle panel fencing and just all the way down build cattle panel fencing, and then grow my tomatoes in these 25-gallon bags here. They did really well in these bags, so I'm just going to grow my tomatoes like that. And plus, they were easier to manage inside of the grow bags as well. Over here is my little berry patch. And then another, I think that's a cherry tree right there. I'm going to have to get that cleaned up. It looks a mess. But my berry patch is also a hot mess. I'm going to get in here, get everything pruned up and cleaned up and ready for fall. I think most of everything in here is going to go dormant. And my fig tree, I think I'm going to bring this little guy inside this season. So here is another peach tree. Another peach tree did fabulous this season. This garden bed I have right here, I'm actually going to move this out into the other side of my yard, because next year I'm going to do a sunflower fence, kind of like a privacy fence type ordeal, just so we can have more privacy. And I'm going to take this garden bed out because in this space here, I'm going to put my beehive. Yes, I am getting bees next year, and I'm so excited about that. Okay, so my melons were in this bed here. I did not get a chance to train them up the trellis, so I will be doing that again next year. But my little pumpkins are doing amazing. This variety is the Jack B. Little variety, and they are so cute and so tiny. Now we're gonna move inside of the greenhouse. I get a ton of questions about this greenhouse. It's a 10 by 12 greenhouse that I got from Harbor Freight. And I built it, I'm saying I, like I did it. Steven built it on a deck, and he kind of just bolted it down, and it has done great this season. I've had it for 2 years now, no damages. Knock on wood, it's still here and it's doing well. Inside of the greenhouse, this summer I kept all of my citrus trees. They did amazing inside of this greenhouse. I will be doing that again next year. Because I am in Zone 6, St. Louis, Missouri, all of my citrus trees come inside for the winter time. So starting in October is when I start to bring my citrus trees in, around the same time I start to plant out my garlic for next season. And then I'm also trialing. I got these Birdie's beds here. I'll be trialing out growing food this winter inside of this greenhouse. This greenhouse quickly became just like a storage unit. I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, after the hailstorm, I'm like, you know, there's a lot of space in here, and I can use this space for like backup crops and things like that. So more citrus trees up here. And here is where I am planting all of my fall stuff. Just some cilantro, lettuce, kale, collards. I believe I have a cabbage that did not germinate back there, and broccoli. So I'm probably going to end up picking up some starter plants from the nursery this season, and then just salvage what I can. As you can see, this, I believe this is Egyptian spinach. This did not do well in here. So yeah. So in a nutshell, that was my September garden tour. I look forward to growing with you guys this fall. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. And I look forward to growing with you in the fall. Happy gardening.